Hello everyone, welcome to my review of Transformers Energon Leader Class Optimus Prime. And happy 20th anniversary to Transformers Energon. It's the reason why I'm doing this review. I do this because of the fact that it's the 20th anniversary. So let's take a look at good old Energon Prime that I have had for about, 20 years. It's about 20 years I've actually had this figure. So, first of all, I would like to immediately say this. In here, there are, I don't even know where here we go. Down here, there's a battery compartment. Yeah, I have never changed out the battery. So, the stuff, because here on the side, there's like a button you can press on the black part. Yeah, it doesn't do anything. But here he is, looking all chunky like Chunkimus Prime. Yes, this Optimus definitely needs to lose some weight. I can't stress it enough, but my goodness, this still activates that nostalgia piece for me because of the fact that I've had this thing for 20 years. I mean, I've had that thing for a little bit longer, but I've had this thing for about 20 years, and yeah, really cool. Anyway, let's get in close here on the, tummy, because of course, why not? Why wouldn't it? No, let's go up to the head, to his tiny little head. Yes, it does look like Optimus. But yes, it is also very tiny on top of his gigantic body. And to be honest, the helmet he has in the back. Also, I don't know how to store this thing. Because, I have it like this right now. But, I don't know what the official configuration is. Because it seems like you're kind of supposed to put this and then, fold it in. But then also have these things out and then these earpieces facing back. At least that's what it looked like on the show. So, I just put them like this. But I just wanted to make a mention in case people are going to say it's wrong. I don't know what's right. But this is the configuration, as you can see, that I have. But like I said, this is one nice little head with the mouth plate and the eyes, as Optimus tends to have. Then we got the giant chest here. Also, we got a tiny Autobot logo in here. As you can see, I think you can see that. Yeah, that's a cool little thing. But yeah, and a big Autobot logo here. We got the big chest that holds a goodie as well. But we shall not open that until Super Mode comes along. But we will be well in our way for Super Mode. It's going to take a while before we get to Super Mode. So yeah, but here we got basically the whole front of the truck. This is the truck. That's it. He just folds under it. Yeah, and then here are his legs. This is what he looks like from the back. A bunch of wheels he has. So yeah, but I like the way that this guy looks, but also I don't. But I love the way that the Super Mode looks, but that will take a while, like I said. So let's move straight into articulation. Now, this is a toy from what? 2004. So do not expect hyper articulation. Oh my god, he's got ankle tilts and can move side to side, has ab crunch, and can do the hula hoop. No, he can't do that. So his head can rotate about that far until his head gets blocked by this back piece here. Do the same thing on the other side. Obviously, it can go down for transformation. And that's it. His arms can rotate all the way around on a little ratchet. Oh. His arms go in and out as well. That's about as far out as it goes. You got no swivel, sadly enough. And you do have a ratcheted elbow joint. That is now more difficult for me to show off. But it does go about that far. So, that's how far it goes. I normally use the swivel joint in order to show it off. And his hands, they do nothing. They don't rotate at all. And they are also kind of going back in. Come on. There you go. But his hands do nothing, sadly enough. Now, as you can see, Chunky Prime has no waist. And his legs can go forward about that far. One click, I guess. Yeah, one click and they can go backwards. If you move this out the way, you can go backwards all the way for transformation purposes. But forward, you don't. This is how far he steps. This is what he does. That's it. You also do not have a swivel down here. You have a bend Anthony that goes about that far. And then his feet can move up because of transformation. And his heels can also move up for transformation. So you can do stuff, but you don't really get... Oh, and also, he can go out of about that far. Because the wheels actually move out of the way to accommodate that. And I like that. But yeah, but he doesn't... Oh, wait, he also has like what? Like a Rescue Bots logo up here? I didn't know you were part of the Rescue Bots. So anyway, let's move straight into what he comes with. Starting off, he comes with this white gun, who also has a missile, but I don't think I have that missile anymore, and I couldn't find it, so I don't really care. But it can actually shoot a missile. You can put it in here and then pull this trigger here, and then bam, you can fire a missile. But he can hold this in his hand, or if you don't want that, he can also let go. You can also store it right here on his back. You got a hole and a little thingy here dedicated for the gun, actually. But this is more for where it stores in truck mode. Come on. Ah, my goodness. But yeah, but he comes with a nice gun. Also, the next thing he actually doesn't come with, but these Energon figures all have these type of like Energon things, which I think they actually power you up. And the way you store those is on his shoulder here. So there you go. You saw it at the beginning of the review because I forgot to remove it, and I thought I'd say it. Just why not? And the final thing he comes with is his trailer. Because what is a Prime without his absolute trailer? Well, kind of. I mean, Prime doesn't always need the right... yeah. But what is a Prime without his trailer? And this is one nice looking trailer. We got OP1, Optimus 1, Optimus 2, Optimus Prime 3, and Optimus Prime 4. He has labeled it to be Optimus Prime. You also got a big Autobot logo back here. You also got some stuff here. And in here you can already see the lads. But this is how you... But this is what it looks like. This is the trailer in its technically base mode, I guess. So let's get the boys out, shall we? So if you pull on this lever here, it will push him forward. And here we got Fire 1 or Fire Truck 1 or whatever he was called. But he is 1. Here we got Fire Truck 1. I think that was what he was called. So yeah, looking all nice and spiffy. This will become either Optimus Prime's hand or foot, if you were to so please. And for articulation wise, I'll put this bad boy down. You can move this up, and then you can pull on this thing right here, and he's got a ladder, but also a cannon. So a ladder cannon, a lat cannon, if you were to so please. And this is where his arm or leg goes into for the combined mode. So that's nice. Now then, if we come back upstairs, there we go, second floor please. If you open this bad boy up and you pull on this, because this thing here is absolutely molded in. But yeah, you can get here into Copter 2, which has discolored sadly enough, because every white figure discolors eventually. But he looks very nice. The tail fin can actually spin, and you can pull this... Oh, nope, not that. You can pull this out even further, and then he can spin around like so. Looking very nice with the Copter stuff right there. There you go, so that is Copter 2. That's absolutely what that thing is called. Then we shall move downstairs again. Bottom floor, please. For either Digger or Driller 3. Which, if you spin on this thing, you can actually spin the rotor. Like so. Which I think is very cool, because these toys in the past all had gimmicks attached to them. They weren't hyper articulated, but man, were they fun to mess around with. You kids nowadays do not know what that fun was all about, but nowadays you know about accuracy, so I guess y'all got something. But yeah, we got the nice threads here. He's got like tiny wheels here that roll, because of course they wouldn't make that rollable. And a nice big drill. Then finally we have Submarine 4. Right here, Submarine 4. That is the only one really that does not necessarily hide the fact that it is actually a hand. But here we got Submarine 4 looking all nice. Nice silver paint up here. I really like this. And since Hasbro doesn't really want to celebrate Energon, I guess I'll do it myself, because the only thing they're doing is core class figures. But no, we need the big boys. But I like this. But yeah, that is what you come with when you buy Prime. All of this, minus that thing he has on his shoulder, which you can't see anyway. But there you go. What value you get for like a leader class price point. A big toy plus a bunch of extra stuff I love it so much. So let's move this out of the way, because we are only beginning with this one. And also let's move this out the way, because we are not combining this with Prime. No, no, no. That is how the finale, how the video is gonna end. No, 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 boys. What we will do, however, is we will move straight into size comparison. So here he is, next to the original Armada figure, who I've also had for years, and whose batteries are also, well, kind of fused in. I don't know why he won't stand now, but normally he actually stands. But here he is with Armada Optimus Prime. I do not have the, well, I do have the Legacy one, but the Legacy Evolution Commander class, but I didn't feel like grabbing that one because this is the OG comparison, and man, they look good together. I like this design more because it's more my kind of style, and also because of the fact it's more my kind of nostalgia as well, because Energon came afterwards and I grew up on Armada, but I still like them both. Now then, here he is with some Energon figures. We have Rodimus, I think lack of Prime. We have Strong Arm, I think you're Strong Arm. And finally we have the one who won't stand, so I don't know why I grabbed her, RZ. There you go, size comparison with some of the boys and a gal as well. So that was the size comparison segment of the video. So let's move straight into the next part of the video, the transformation. Let's get Optimus into his truck mode. So what you want to start off with doing is this is a very difficult and very intense in transformation. You have to follow me closely. What you want to do starting off is you want to push in the hands and fold out his arms like so. So make sure that they're straightened out. Then what you want to do is you want to take his head, push it down. You want to take this thing, and this is what I like to do. You don't have to do this specifically. Fold this out like so, and then bam, cover the head with his helmet. Now what you want to do is you want to come back here. Also, he's got like a 1, 2, 3, 4 here on the back. Very dusty, I apologize. But he's got actually 1, 2, 3, and 4. I think that's pretty cool. Anyway, you want to fold this out like so. Then you want to come to the legs. Let's go downstairs, shall we? Well, what you want to do with the legs, you want to fold up the foot, and fold up the heel, fold up the foot, and fold up the heel. And then you want to take them, push them back, push them all the way back. Make sure that they get in there. And then you want to take the arms, fold them back, and fold them down. And make sure that the hands go like this. And then after that, all you have to do is come grab the trailer, close the whole thing up. Put this, you can actually leave this. You can do with this satellite dish whatever you want, but what you want to do is you want to come back here. Yeah, come back here, lift this bad boy up, fold it down like so. Then what you want to do is you want to come under here. I'm going to come under here with a part separator, fold this bad boy out. Take Optimus Prime's gun beforehand. And tab it into place right here. Like so. And then you want to take the trailer, and as you can see, it attaches back there as trailers normally do with trucks. And here we have Optimus Prime in his Energon truck mode. So here we have Energon Optimus Prime in his truck mode, looking all trucky and stuff, and man, what a cool looking truck this is. Sure, Optimus Prime is very fat in his robot mode, but my goodness, does he look good in his truck mode. So let's take a look here, closer here. Also, I forgot to mention, this was review number 70. I don't know why I feel the need to mention that, but I felt like the need to mention that. And this is the first review after the Prime saga happened, so that's pretty cool too. But here we got his front looking all the same as before, his side looking all the same, but we got these extra little pieces of detail. These minicon ports. Do not have a minicon with me right now, but these are minicon ports. I should have grabbed the minicon that comes from Energon. I forgot about that one. I apologize, people. But he can actually put minicons right there in the port. You got the nice gas canister that were previously on his legs, whose names I forgot, so I didn't really mention them. The trailer looks nice as well, with a big Autobot symbol on the back, so that you know that he is the good guy. You got some nice details here on the side of the truck, of the trailer as well. Some nice goldish here. That is not gold plastic syndrome, because he lives. He lives, people. He is not dead. So this is not like the gold plastic syndrome where this crumbles after 5 minutes of owning it back in 1942. Yeah, but he looks very nice. And the weapon store is also very nice back here as well. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 big wheels that he can roll around with, as rolling things normally do. So let's move straight into some size comparison, because I don't really have anything else to say about this big boy. I want to get to the main event, and starting off, I guess, you know what, we'll do this first. Here he is next to Optimus, lack of Prime, I think. But yeah, they look good together. Oh, and by the way, for anyone wondering, this is not the Power Links version. This one can't Power Link, so don't break your figure in half thinking it can Power Links. I thought maybe it could Power Links. I was gonna be like, now let's make Optimus Prime. But no, it can't Power Links. That is the other version that they have released of that figure. But yeah, so we cannot make Optimus Prime, but Optimus looking cool as well. Next up, here he is with Strong Arm and RC as well. Like so. I kind of would like to see them actually release some Energon figures in this line in Legacy, but no, we ain't getting that yet. And here he is, next to his Armada variant. Let me move everything out of the way that I have here on the desk. Here we have the two of them next to each other. Armada Optimus Prime and Energon Optimus Prime. And for anyone wondering, no, sadly enough, I do not have a Cybertron Optimus Prime. I've always wanted one of those, but I do not have him. But they look really cool together. Nostalgia still picks him though, and coolness also picks him, but I like him too. It's like, this is kind of movie-verse Optimus Prime, and this is like G1 Optimus Prime. I noticed that actually recently. You know, people are like, oh, but the Bayverse Prime isn't like a flat-nosed truck. Neither was the Armada one. What are you complaining about? And come on, the RID 2001 one was a fire truck. Stop complaining about designs, please. But yeah, but they look good together. Let's see if I can lift this bad boy up so we can kind of get a top look as well. Look at that beautiful look right there. And if we put these two next to each other, we basically get... Sorry for the shake, by the way. This is not edited in. This is actual my shake. It looks like the Energon one is slightly taller. This little bit here in the back sticks out a little bit. But that is it. Ah, they are so long. And I do not have a desk that can hold something that long. You know, usually I have to handle things that are super tiny. But now, I have to handle something super long. So let's move you out of the way so we can get into the finale of the video. Because there's nothing else really to do. Because like I said, he can't Power Links. I guess we're gonna go into a super transformation. So let's get Optimus Prime back in his robot mode. So what you want to start off with, you want to take the trailer and put it off to the side because it's not important. Then what you want to do is you want to come in here and lift this bad boy up, lift up his head, and now he's poofing, as people call these type of modes. Anyway, then you want to take his arm and fold it out, take the other arm and also fold it out like so. Then what you want to do is you want to extend this right here with this white piece, and you want to make sure that it hits the bottom all the way like so, so that the hand is fully extended out like so. After that, what you want to do is you want to come here to the back, lift this piece up, fold the legs down, and make sure that they're kind of straight, even though they will always be kind of at an angle for me. Then what you want to do is with this backpack, you want to rotate it in on the double hinge like so. Come down here to the feet, fold out the heels, grab part separator because I can't put my finger in between, and and fold out his feet like so. And then with this back piece up here, once again, now we need to go back up. You can do whatever you want, however you want to store it, but I'm storing it like that for now. And here we have Optimus Prime back in his robot mode. However, that is not all that Optimus Prime can do, because if you push his hands in and put his arms off to the side, create Jesus mode himself. We'll keep these things extended for now, because now we're gonna go over to the lads. The legendary lads 1 through 4. Starting off here, we got Fire Truck 1, who I still think is named Fire Truck 1. But let's fold this back in for more room. Anyway, these things, each of these are the original Scramble City combiners, I guess. Because you can make either a foot or a hand out of all of them. So, making a foot out of this one, you just want to basically push here on the front. Like so. Foot, done. But we are going to make number 1 a hand, so we are going to be splitting open the front like so. Extending this out, pulling down on the front end here, like so. And then we will bend it so that we'll remember which arm it's supposed to go on. But here we got one arm done. Next up we got the number 2 chopper. So what you want to do for leg mode, first of all, you can just put this back in, take these pieces in here, fold them in, and then pull on the front here for leg mode. However, I think the standard configuration is you open up the front here and pull down on this piece and have an arm. However, this rotor here does not really lock into place or anything, so it just flops around. So I don't really like this guy as an arm, so I'm gonna make him a leg. Like so, there we go, we got a leg. This leg. Now then, next up what you want to do is come to Driller 3, and in order to make a leg out of him, what you want to start off with, take this cockpit piece that he has, actual really cool cockpit piece, lift it up like so, and then lift up the drill like so, and there you go, you got a foot ready to go. But if you don't want that, you can also just pull down on this, fold this piece back down up here, and there you go, you got a hand. So don't try to open this bad boy up, it does not open up and reveal an extra hand. But here we have another arm. And finally we have Submarine 4, and if you want to turn this into an arm, basically all you have to do is this. There you go, now he's an arm, and he's got opening hand articulation as well. But we're gonna make this bad boy a leg, so we can do this. Now let's get Optimus Prime his new boots. So what you want to start off is you want to fold up the feet entirely, the front and the back, and then put it in the hole and push until it clicks into place like so. And there you go, Optimus Prime has a couple of new stompers. Now then, next up what you want to do is you want to come up to the top of Optimus Prime, and you want to take an arm and put it into it. Take the arm and put it into this big cavity until here. So you want to push it in like so. Do the same thing for the other arm. There we go. Oh, we are almost done. However, we have now made him taller, which means his head is even tinier. So in order for that to look less ridiculous, you want to take his helmet and fold out these black pieces here. Like so. And keep his head up, and then you want to basically align this. Make sure that the helmet is in this alignment right before you go, and then you just want to, here you go, I'll show it from the back. You want to use this hinge here to lower it onto his head, like so. So you want to use that hinge right there to lower it on top of his head. And there we have Optimus Prime. And if you think we are done, we are almost there, people. Because now you want to take his titties and open it up to reveal the matrix of combination, I think it was. And here we have Optimus Prime in his combined mode. Can't really show it off that well, but sorry. So here we have Optimus Prime in his combined mode. You can do any type of configuration that you want. So there are, I guess, 4 or so configurations. But man, does this look cool. Also, you can lift this up. I forgot to show that off in the thing, but let me just also remove the gun. But yeah, you can lift this up as well. This is actually what he's supposed to look like, I think. But man, does he look good. Like this. I do like this a lot, actually. I always have him tread. This is what I know him as, because this is what he looks like on the shelf for the past 20 years. It's been 20 years since I had this figure. How? It's been longer with you. Still need to transform all of you. I'll do that in a minute. But man, does this guy look good. So let's get in close here on this new noggin. This helmet covers up basically his head. However, you do get rotation because the helmet actually can look side to side. Not much, but they at least put some effort into it in order to make it work. Now let's look at his new chest that has opened up. And in here, if you press the button on the side, this would light up. And it would basically resemble the spark of combination, as it's called on the TF Wiki. Because it's been, I don't know, a really long time since I've seen Energon. And here we got the nice arm that he turns into. That 1 and 2 turn into like so. We got the nice legs over here with the nice white feet right here. Absolutely wonderful. And this is what he now looks like from the back. Looks a bit gappy because of this. Because this is where the feet are supposed to go into. Hey, look, tabs. Oh, man, these legs were supposed to tab in. I forgot to say that. Because I didn't remember. But yeah, but he looks really good, if I do so myself. Now, for articulation, as I said, the head can rotate slightly side to side, so he has a little bit of motion in there. His arms can go all the way around on the original joint, if you move it out the way a bit. Then you have some in and out here on the... Come on, straighten out. On the arm, you got some in and out. That's mainly for transformation. But yes, you also have a backwards butterfly joint if you want to. Forgot to show that off in robot mode as well. But this is why we make a whole video, so that I can fix things in the later segments. You also have a bend at the elbow that goes about that far and goes about that far on the other arm. And you have if you move this white thingy here, you got a spinning action with the drill hand. And this hand does absolutely nothing, but you can hold the gun with it. Now his legs, they can go forward still about the same far. But the legs can go forward about as far as they normally did. Backwards, they can go all the way because of transformation. He still has his knee bent. Basically uncompromised from the original, maybe one less click, but that's about it. And these feet can move down, can't move up, no ankle tilt. Move down, cannot move up, no ankle tilt. But yeah, but he looks good, and he has he can actually pose if you want him to. Now then, I shall transform the rest of the lads so we can get into that size comparison. So, starting off with size comparison. Man, these boys are big. Here he is with his Armada self. Oh, he is so tiny compared to Armada Prime. There you go. Move it back a bit. Move it up a bit. There you go. He is very tiny compared to Armada Prime. But also when I said that at least he can move, you know... That was a reference to Armada Prime because, well, he has upper body articulation. Those legs ain't going nowhere. These are pretty much bricks. Couldn't be brickier even if he tried. But man, do they look good together. I will obviously like this more, but personally, I actually like this more. I'm gonna be honest here. Now, Legacy Evolution Optimus Prime. I like more. Here he is with Legacy Evolution Optimus Prime. There you go, all three of the primes that I have from the Unicron trilogy together at last. Let's move you over to the side a bit more. Let's move you off to the side a little bit more. You know what, now let's keep you in the middle right now. Come on, here you go. And let's move you over here. There you go, here they are. Now personally, my personal favorite of these three is actually this boy right here. Not just by figure, but I mainly mean design. But this one looks really cool as well. He sacrifices everything. He is Optimus Prime, but now he has lost. It kind of feels like he's lost some weight. But yeah, so here he is with them. Let's move them out of the way so that we can move into the next size comparison. Here he is with Rodimus. Man, Prime, you will never be. Look at how tiny you are, you small little guy. And here he is with Strong Arm. And here he is with RC. It won't stand because of, well, I don't know why, but she won't stand. But now she does. But there you go, some of the Energon figures that I have. I don't have a lot of Energon figures, but man, I've also owned you for about 20 years as well. My goodness. Time flies sometimes, doesn't it? So let's move them out of here. So, you know what? I'm a bit confused right now. Because what do I do now? Normally I would go into transformation, but I guess we're going into the final thoughts. So, final thoughts for Energon Optimus Prime, the leader class. Oh, this was one hell of a review, but man, what a figure. I really like this thing. I absolutely do. I will not let my bias go against it because this is just a really fun figure too. He has articulation, maybe not up to the modern standard, but he has articulation and he looks fun. And if you have Omega Supreme or Star Saber, which, you know, I don't, well, I do have a Star Saber, but I don't think that's really gonna work, you know, the HasLab one. And I do not have any Omega Supreme at all in my collection. Wow. Thought I had at least one. But I don't have Omega Supreme, but I got the wrong Star Saber. So yeah, but if you have any of those figures, you can combine them with Prime. Because Optimus can also combine with them, so that's pretty cool. Kind of like how Tidal Wave could combine with Megatron and Galvatron. But is this figure worth it? Well, I think it's a very, very fun figure, and I'm very happy to own it. If you can find this for even modern day leader class price point, I would say pick it up. If you just want to have a fun figure. Because let's be honest there, I don't think Hasbro's ever going to revisit Energon ever again, because Energon is the one that isn't very liked by the community. Just like Beast Machines, which I also have planned for a review. But by the time of this recording, I have yet to shoot it. But yeah, but that is also... But I don't think they're gonna make a new Energon Optimus Prime. I would love to see them make a new, I don't know, Commander class Optimus Prime from Energon with articulation and all that stuff. I would love to see them do a take on that, but I don't think that's gonna happen because Energon, like it or not, your toys might be good, you know, very fun, but you ain't popular. You ain't liked. Nobody likes you. Come on, nobody likes you. It's a sad day, but nobody likes you. I do like some episodes. I think the beginning of Energon is actually pretty fun, and then it decides to do that same storyline 2 more times for the remainder of it. And there's that one episode that makes no sense at all, where they're in the fighter ring, and I love that episode too. But Energon to me is not horrible, but I wouldn't really call it a prestige show. I would call it average on its best day. But that has been my review of Transformers Energon Leader Class Optimus Prime and his Prime Squad. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on that bell and comment your thoughts on this figure. And please check out my Let's Play channel, linked in the description and at the end of the video. I upload 3 videos every day of different games, but mainly Pokemon. And I'll see you guys in the next review. Bye!